It was a hot morning in Jericho, with the sun shining brightly over the bustling city. Among the faces moving through the streets stood out Zacchaeus, a small man in stature, but great in influence and wealth. He was a tax collector for the Roman Empire, and his reputation was infamous. To his fellow countrymen, he was a traitor, someone who exploited his own people to enrich himself at the expense of Roman oppression. Though surrounded by luxury, Zacchaeus felt a deep void in his heart, as if something essential were missing. That morning, rumors echoed through the city. Jesus of Nazareth is coming. Crowds gathered in the streets, eager to see the teacher who preached about love, forgiveness, and justice. Zacchaeus had also heard of him. Something within him yearned to meet Jesus, but he knew he wouldn't be welcomed. After all, who would want to be near a man like him? Determined to see Jesus, Zacchaeus ran ahead of the crowd. His short stature made it impossible to see over the heads of the people, so he had an idea. He quickly climbed a sycamore tree by the roadside, hiding among the branches. From there, he could observe Jesus without drawing attention. When Jesus passed by, something extraordinary happened. He stopped right under the tree where Zacchaeus was hiding. He looked up, directly into the eyes of the tax collector, and said, "Zacchaeus, come down quickly. Today I must stay at your house." Zacchaeus' heart raced. How did Jesus know his name? And why would he choose to visit the home of a sinner? Confused but filled with joy, Zacchaeus immediately climbed down from the tree and led Jesus to his house. As they walked, murmurs began to arise among the people in the crowd. Why does he go to the house of a sinner? The words were loaded with judgment and disapproval. But Zacchaeus didn't care. For the first time in years, he felt that someone truly saw him, not as a corrupt tax collector, but as a person worthy of attention and love. Upon entering his home, Zacchaeus prepared a feast for Jesus and his disciples. During the meal, something extraordinary happened. In the presence of Jesus, Zacchaeus realized the magnitude of his mistakes. He felt the weight of his actions and the negative impact he had caused in the lives of so many people. With tears in his eyes, he stood up and declared, "Lord, I will give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anyone, I will repay them 4 times over." Jesus smiled and responded, "Today salvation has come to this house, because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and save what was lost." That statement changed everything for Zacchaeus. He not only promised to return what he had unjustly taken, but also decided to use his wealth to help those in need. His transformation was radical and genuine. He ceased to be a man driven by greed and selfishness and became someone motivated by love and justice. In the months that followed, Zacchaeus became a faithful follower of Jesus. He used his influence and resources to bless others, especially those who had once despised him. Though he still faced criticism and distrust, he persevered, knowing that his new life had purpose. The story of Zacchaeus is a powerful reminder that no one is beyond the reach of God's grace. No matter how far we have gone or how many mistakes we have made, there is always hope for a second chance. It also teaches us the importance of recognizing our errors, making restitution, and using our resources for good. Just as Jesus saw Zacchaeus even amid the shadows of the sycamore tree, he sees us where we are today. He knows our name, understands our pain, and desires to transform our lives. All we need to do is open our hearts and allow him to enter. May the story of Zacchaeus inspire you to seek this transformation, no matter where you are now. After all, it is never too late to start again.